up? Welcome to another episode of the weekly reviews that we've been doing. This is Cameron, and he is nice enough to share his 370Z with us, which is super cool, super unique. Tell us a little bit about the car. How long have you owned the car?
Actually, just this past weekend. I've had it for 2 years now. I bought it when I was in college. Honestly, didn't have any plans to modify it at all. I had a few things done to it, and I just bought it kind of as a as-is car. Like, I'm just gonna roll with it, and then kind of just snowball from there. Just, you know, buying little things, and then that's where it is today.
Little things, and then we end up with like full interiors are done, and it's crazy. So I am sorry if we're not both in the picture. It's a little bit tight in here with having a big guy like me, so I apologize. So tell us a little bit about the current setup that you have.
So the current setup I have, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. The biggest thing I think people notice about the car first is the marble wrap, and I always get asked, you know, why marble? Why would you do that? I kind of just wanted to do something that not a lot of people had, and something that was actually kind of relative to like things I like. So it kind of stuck out to me. I already have like marble stuff in my house and everything, so I think I just wanted something that was different, but still that, you know, like piqued my interest. So
awesome. I think that that's super cool. Like, you see wraps, and you see a lot of different wraps of like just plain colors or flip-flop colors or matte colors or this or that, and then you see some with like anime people on them and stuff, but this is totally different, and I dig it. I like the texture. It looks textured and it looks awesome. So another thing is it's on air ride. What kind of air ride setup does that have?
So I kind of pieced it together. I found a used kit a while ago, and I ended up getting basically everything I needed for like $500, and I thought it was one of those deals that was just too good to be true. I drove out like 2 hours to pick it up, and surely enough, it was all there. Put everything on. It had the manual management. I ended up upgrading to V2, so I basically just have universal bags over BC coils with airlift V2 management now.
You attend quite a few shows. I see you out a lot of shows in Port Alliance and stuff like that. Any other plans for the rest of the summer or anything?
As far as shows, I want to say the biggest show that I'm excited for, because I've never been, is Slam Enough Gatlinburg. But the biggest thing is I usually don't drive this car. I don't really daily. I take it on weekends. It's really just honestly for shows. So the biggest thing is like driving to the shows. A lot of people ask why I don't trailer it. You know, if I'm driving 8 hours or so, but I just feel like the drive is like what kind of makes the trip. So
it's half the fun.
Exactly,
like,
it's half the fun. So
you don't get to drive it all the time. You know, like me, my car's so uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable to drive. I should rephrase that. But I think on an 8-hour trip it would be uncomfortable. Not only that, I'm on E85, so like I have to find gas
stations. Yeah.
And like I drive it daily, like to and from work. So it's like I'll just sit in the AC in the Tahoe and trailer it. And people give me crap, and I'm like, I also beat the crap out of my car, and I'm like, if it breaks, I don't want to be stuck somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like it's a perk of having a show car, especially because you have AC, you can keep all the luxury stuff. Yep. You're not out there like ripping donuts and like
breaking it every week,
trying to race people or anything like that. So it is a perk, and you know, there is an art to show cars, and that's the thing. It's like you'll have guys that are into fast cars, and they're like, well, that's useless, blah blah blah. It's like, I don't know. I think to each their own. The show cars are still keeping the car show world alive. Yep. Like, and it's still fun. I still enjoy it. I still like looking at it. It may not be my 100% my cup of tea. Like, hey, you know, it's not my first choice of car. Right. Do I enjoy them though? Yeah, it's cool. It's fun to look at.
That's honestly the best thing about the car scene is it doesn't really matter. You know, everyone has different tastes, but it's still nice to go out there and see. If everyone had the same taste in cars, then, you know, the car scene would be so boring.
Well, why would we do it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's kind of just express yourself and do what you want to do to your car, and if other people don't like it, then
too bad.
Too bad.
You know, what is your favorite thing about the car?
Okay, so right now, I don't know if it's because of the most recent, but I recently just had the taillights like custom built, I guess you would say. There's a guy out in Texas. He runs a first things that I bought and just wanted to kind of go all out on.
If you had to change one thing about the car right now, what would it be?
Probably how slow it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would obviously love to make it a lot faster. Probably, maybe one of the next things I'll do is upgrade the brakes. One regret that I have when buying this is the Touring Edition. So it had, I think, heated seats and then the nav. I wish I would have bought the Sport or the Nismo because they actually have the bigger brakes. So that would be nice to eventually upgrade to.
Okay. Any advice to people who are trying to get into building something, whether it's something along the lines of what you're building or just cars in general?
Yeah, so probably the biggest thing I would say is, like, don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, if I don't know everything about this car, so if I don't know something, I'll reach out to other people. I know some people get discouraged because they don't want people to know that, they don't know how to do certain things. I certainly don't know how to do everything. So definitely just to reach out to different people, ask questions, look at other builds, and kind of just explore a little bit.
Where can people follow your build?
I post mostly everything on my Instagram page. So it's at full_Z_gold, so like fool's gold. That name came from when the car was gold. I think I had it painted gold at one point, and then I wrapped it a different shade gold. So that's when I created the account, and then I kind of just got lazy, didn't want to change the name. So that's where I'm at now.
Awesome. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the actual Instagram tag at the bottom in case you guys want to follow it. To wrap everything up, is there anybody that you want to give like a shout out that's helped you out a lot or anything like that?
Oh man, I mean, a lot of the companies that have helped me, with the whole process, definitely Street Arrow, Bryce Yeager, he's helped me out a lot with everything and put in the long nights with me, as well as Mario Vasquez, he's helped me out a lot. Company-wise, Carmelian Skins, I mean, if they never would have wrapped the car and been down to do this, then I don't honestly think that my car would be where it was today. It's kind of blowing up from where the wrap started. Fly1 Motorsports, they did the whole kit for me and everything, and was able to get everything out to me quickly. Houston Halos, because they did my headlights and taillights. Biggest thing on the headlights was I really wanted real carbon projectors, where a lot of companies can only do like the hydro dip stuff.
Okay.
So Houston Halos was able to get that done for me, and of course Rom Racing for the seats and everything. I feel like once I got the seats in the car, the whole interior was just perfect. So
cool. All right, well, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoy Cameron's car as much as I do. If you're ever at a show that it's at, make sure to check it out because it's definitely really cool, especially seeing it in person. And have a great day. Tune in next week for our next weekly review. Have a good day. Bye.